Viewers everywhere, this is my success story on my HD TV. My name is Tope Adeagbo, your host on the program for today. Today on the program, I have with me an entrepreneur, a prince, and someone who has done so much in such a little time. He is a great example of my success story. As you know, today our program, My Success Story, is basically where we explore stories of great achievers in diverse places in life, what they've been able to achieve with themselves from little into something. Though he is not a typical example of from grass to grace, despite having everything in life, he's been able to make good use of it and turn it into something greater than how he met it. Like I told you earlier, he is a prince from the Aramoko in Ekiti State, Nigeria. I hope as you go along with me, you have something to learn and you'll be motivated to pursue whatever dreams you have. Stay tuned and go nowhere. Welcome back, viewers. That I have a very important guest with me today on the program, OMO OBA Dr. Olusegun Aderemi JP. He is a managing director and chief executive officer, Automatic Fit and Energy Limited, and also SAGMAT, a group of companies based here in Lagos, Nigeria. He is a member of American Embassy Commercial Department. He is also a member of the Society for Corporate Governance, Nigeria. He is an alumni of the Lagos Business School, also here in Nigeria, as well as a member of Ekiti State Elite Club. You can see I have a very important man here with me in the house. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
You're welcome on the program.
Thank
My
you.
Success Story.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear your success story. Where did it start from? How can someone from a royal family, I just addressed you as OMO OBA, from which kingdom, sir?
Really, I'm a direct descendant of Oduduwa.
Wow.
Aramoko, Ekiti, to be precise. We are from the Great Ife. Oduduwa, as you know, is from Ife. And being a direct descendant of Oduduwa, we all emanated from Ife. But we are in Aramoko now. So I'm an indigenous of Aramoko, Ekiti, but a descendant, direct descendant. Of Oduduwa.
So, sir, burn my success story. You're married, I believe, sir?
Yes, please.
How many wives?
Happily married.
He is a prince, OMO OBA, so we should expect, according to Nigeria, traditional society, they're supposed to have like 3, 4, 5, 6 wives.
Well, in the traditional institution, it is allowed, but I have one now.
Okay. And how many beautiful kids?
Boys and girls, prince and princesses.
Wow.
Even twins.
Wow. That's a great thing, sir. Now to get down to the real deal. You are a prince from a royal family. So what inspired you to start your own company?
I'm somebody that believes in, doing things that is not common, number one.
Okay.
And also I have this entrepreneurial spirit in me. Because I believe, and education has made me to know that self-employment is the best employment all over the world. And this has always been a driving passion for me. And that's the reason why I go out of my way to do so many things to make sure, I make ends meet. And being an entrepreneur, I'm not just an ordinary entrepreneur.
Okay.
We have 3 types of entrepreneur.
Oh, okay, sir. I'm listening.
One, we have the first entrepreneur that are profit entrepreneurs, and we call them profit-making entrepreneurs, and we have the success-driven entrepreneurs.
Okay.
And we also have the society-minded entrepreneurs.
Wow.
The first entrepreneurs, Those ones are called survivalists.
They do anything to survive.
Yes, survivalists in the sense that, they are being orchestrated by the poor institutions that we have, poor governance,
Okay.
bad administrations.
Do you mean to say, do you mean to say they are opportunists? Is that what you're trying
No,
to
I
tell
wouldn't
us?
say they are opportunists in that sense. I think they are just a sector, of entrepreneurs that really capitalize on the fact that, we have a bad system in place. There's
Okay.
no good governance, and they've been able to, have their own business around that.
Okay, well, that is more or less still making them an opportunist. They seeing a bad system in place, they're taking advantage of it and making money for themselves.
If you really want to look at it, I would say it's not their fault. It's not their fault.
Okay.
It's not their
let's leave
fault
that.
in the sense that they are not responsible for the bad governance, and they are not also responsible for the, weak institutions.
Okay.
So it's a government.
What about the other two?
The other two, like I said, there's the one we call success-driven entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Those ones are the ones that are really, they make friends with the government. Mostly they know government, and they can actually twist situations, to suit their own.
Particular nerds. Okay.
And also the third one, which is the society-driven entrepreneurs. That's where I belong to.
Okay, sir.
This set of entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs that actually, study the ease in the society,
Okay.
study, things that are wrong in the society,
Okay.
and they actually make arrangements and center their business around that to correct the wrongs, the ills in the society.
Okay. So if I can say that is probably what gave birth to AutoFit.
Automotive Vital Energy.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
Automotive Vital Energy is a society-minded business
Okay.
which we actually introduce out of passion and out of the fact that we are concerned and we are very mindful of so many things that are going on in this our society. Having been to the Western world and see how things are done there, and we believe we can also apply the same thing here, and because of this, we have formed Automotive Vital Energy, and today we are still moving on. We have not looked back.
Let's go back in time to when you were young. Something must have bettered you becoming an entrepreneur, must have created a hunger in you to meet the need of the society, to see it and find a way to solve it. Like, okay, we're in a country, we're like 50-something million in this country, or 300 million. According to statistics, though, I believe we're more than that. And we have so many cars. Let me provide something for them that would actually ensure safety on our roads. Something must have. There's an action. There's always an action that prompts something from us. So let's go back to your background.
Yeah.
No, what's prompted that?
First and foremost, growing up as a child, I've always seen people do so many things. Some do it in a bad way and some do it in the right way. And then as a child that has a future, that has a long vision, I always take this too. And, I go back, I looked at it to see, what people have done that is wrong and what people have done that are correct. So as I started to grow up, becoming an adult after school. I look at all these things, and most of these things are things that, that repeats itself.
Can you give us a particular instance, sir?
Okay. There was a particular situation whereby, I was in the company of some of my brothers, and we went visiting. We got to this family house, and I saw the way the husband was attending to the wife, the way the husband was treating the wife in a bad way. I took that. I had that in my memory. And, another occasion was when, we went to other places and I saw the way this particular husband was treating the wife. So, in growing up, this is just one example of all. In growing up, I took this. The other day I went, I saw the way this person did, and this other way I saw this other person. Now, as a child that wants to live a good life, that wants to give good example, I've seen the bad, I've seen the good. How do I bring this together and pick the one that is okay for me? I'm just giving that as an example. There are so many other ones, that I cannot be mentioning now. Back to automatic fit and energy. It's a fact that, we have so many cars in this side of the world, because of this, our population and every other thing. But it will interest you to know that, we formed automatic fit and energy not because of the fact that we have so many cars on our roads.
No.
Yes.
That's a surprise. So
yes.
Why did we actually do that?
Okay. Really, I've looked around, I've seen the way our local organizers do their job here.
Okay.
And having been outside the country, like UK and other part of Europe, I've seen the way such job are being done over there.
Okay.
And also with the fact that during the time of Mongo Park, it was actually a local organizer that got burnt our original plan for our electricity cabling. It was actually meant to be underground. But due to the fact that this local organizer are somewhere around in River Niger, was eating a tube. Those days, those tires, they have tubes. And for you to be able to mend the tire, you have to heat it tube.
Okay.
Due to constant eating of the tube, the underground cable got melt and it affected the line.
Wow.
That was what resulted to this overhead cabling that we're having now.
Wow.
It wasn't the initial plan.
I told you my viewers and listeners, I said I caught a very big fish. You can see you're learning so much from him already. You're learning so much from him. For those who are just joining us on the program, it is my success story on my HDTV, and I'm still Tope Adeagbo. We'll go on a short break, and when we're back, we'll resume with you. Stay tuned. Welcome back, viewers at home. It's still my success story on my HDTV with OMO OBA Olùṣègùn Adẹremi JP, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Automatic Fit and Energy Limited, Nigeria. We've been speaking about diverse things, how he grew up, how he became what he is today, and to run off the program, we're going to talk more about his awards and a little about Automatic Fit and Energy, what it is about, what they're planning to do, and the next thing what's next for that particular company at this particular moment. Sir, I realized that you've been awarded one of the 50 entrepreneurs of the year 2015. How did you feel when you got that call that you've been named one of the 50 entrepreneur for the year?
I was surprised, but initially I was surprised, but later I thought of the type of entrepreneur that I am, that is society minded. So it's possible for the society to have been feeling the impact of what we have been doing, because I remember when we wanted to start automatic freight and energy, we conducted a survey with the FRSC, and we understand that most of the road accidents we have is due to unaligned wheels, unbalanced wheels, and based on that, we're more encouraged. We see this as an opportunity, capitalizing on the heels of the society, inefficiency of government on one part, and then we were moved to, start our business. And after some time, we noticed that, the survey done again shows that the rate of accident has actually reduced. And this, to us, means that, people have been able to get awareness, get to understand the importance of alignment in a vehicle, the importance of having their wheels, their tires well balanced. So we are very happy with this, and to some extent, we've been able to save lives. And the fact that we have a social responsibility, part of the social responsibility is that to ensure that there are no more, much of road accidents.
Okay. I also have it here that African Development Entrepreneur, they're giving you an award in Kenya. What's it about? That means you're, like I said earlier, you're moving beyond the local scene.
I think, to be precise, the aim of the organization is to be geocentric, okay, and not lithocentric.
Okay.
Lithocentric is, being, stagnant in a particular place, having a particular culture of business, stereotype to just a particular environment, but no, we are actually geocentric minded, go out of, cut across geopolitical zones and culture and everything, Wow. The same vehicle we're using in this part of the world is also the same vehicle they are using in another part of the world. So if we are doing very well here, we should be able to do very well in another part of the world.
Congratulations, sir.
Thank you.
On behalf of HDTV, we want to congratulate His Royal Highness OMO OBA. I think I got it right now, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, OMO OBA OLUSEGUN ADEREMI. Next week, you wonder what I'm congratulating him for. Next week, he's going to be winning an award in Abuja. He's going to be given an award for the best automobile care company of the year 2015 by the Institute for Government Research Leadership Technology in Abuja here in Nigeria. So we're congratulating him and we're wishing him all the best as he takes his company to the next level. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, my dear viewers and listeners everywhere you're watching us from, it is still my success story, and I'm not gonna call him. I know you're itchy. You want to know more about that particular, what's this autofuel I'm hearing about. We're gonna come back. It won't be on this program. I'm still going to invite him another time. And that particular day, it's going to be on our business program. We're going to discuss it in full details, everything we want to know about it. Okay, this is just a tip of the iceberg for you. I so appreciate you being with us today. And so please tell our viewers a word for all the youth out there. Before we leave.
I think my best word for the youth out there is just for each and every responsible youth to be more responsible, to be focused and determined. Being focused and determined will take every youth to the next level. Good luck.
Thank you so very much. Before we go on the program today, we have a very big surprise for our guests, as it is the custom with us at HDTV and my success story. And we are not leaving out my OMO OBA today. We're going to give him an award, a patriotic award for taking time out of his busy schedule just to be with us today and let Nigerians, Africans, and youth all over the world learn from his success story. Sir, on behalf of my HDTV, we say thank you so much, sir, for being part of our post.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate this, and I think this will be a very good encouragement to the upcoming youth for them to do very well in their business or field, so that they can also be, part of award-winning team like this. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, sir. You're so welcome,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you so very much, sir. Okay, viewers at home, that will be all today on my success story. I'm Tope Adeagbo.